I'm back to continue with the second part of this tutorial series on how to create a pattern for The Sims 3 that is recolorable. In the last one we got our file set up and saved as a DDS where we separated out the layers into the different channels. So now we need one of two programs to read the file and turn it into a package for The Sims. The first one I'm going to really quickly show you, because that's not my preferred one, is the Sims R Workshop, the Sims Resource Workshop, that is. So you open it up, hit yes, you go to Tools, Pattern Tool, and it opens up this dialog. You would give your title and a description. You choose your category, theme that it would show up in the game. I always leave this as cloth just because I'm never making something that's wood or marble or something like that, but I guess if you were, you could do that. You browse here for the image, so feather, there it is. You'd have to navigate to where it is. Mine's just kind of defaulted to go into this patterns folder. And then this was a 4 channel, so I'm going to select all 4, give it some different colors so we can start seeing the pattern coming through. And so there's our pattern. You could fill it with colors, and then you're going to hit export. It does save as a package, which is nice because people hate Sims 3 packs, and you'd give it a name and you'd save it. So I'm going to close this. I prefer not to use the Sims Resource Workshop because mine kind of glitches out and closes every once in a while, which gets irritating. So I prefer to use Delphi's Pattern Packager, which I'll put a link in the description for that. You open up Pattern Packager and you get a similar dialog box. You put your creator name, your URL, and then you name your pattern, feathers, and then you put a description. I like to do something like quad tone recolorable pattern, because quad is in there's 4 channels. In-game category. So here's where you get my little lecture. I think it's helpful to pick the category that it actually fits in. So don't just dump it into fabric or abstract if it doesn't fit there. If it's more geometric, put it in geometric. If it's more of a theme, put it in theme. If you're making a pattern pack or a set, then it makes more sense to kind of pick one general category and put them all in the one. And if you get to the point where you're uploading multiple pattern packs, it might be helpful to separate them out so that you're not clogging one category. But what I've noticed, at least for me right now, is my abstract one is super full because everyone seems to be putting them in abstract. But it might make more sense that it goes in fabric or theme or geometric. So don't dump them into one. And don't put them, I mean, I haven't really seen other people put them in these other categories unless they fit. So don't put it in wood unless it's wood. Don't put it in rock, stone unless it's rock and stone. I'm going to put this one in theme. Surface type, again, I always do cloth because I'm not making these other types. You browse, find your file, and open it up. And then you have to choose how many recolorable palettes there are. So if you had only made one that was 2, you'd pick 2. If you made one that's 3, you do 3. Of course, ours is a 4 pattern. And then you pick the colors. And I really like to, when I'm doing the colors, to use a palette. One, if you know me, I'm just obsessed with colors and color palettes. But it makes it easy if you're creating a pattern pack that you're planning on uploading to really easily see which patterns belong to that set. So I like to use design seeds for color palette needs. You can use anything. So I'm just going to use this one as an example. So you copy or otherwise take down the color code. I'm going to use this dark green as the red outline, which of course I don't really see where that one is. So we're going to try it out here and hope it's the right spot. Yep. So I clicked that, pasted that in, and we have it here. And so let's put a pink color in. And blue color. And the lighter green. So if I were to use the same palette for multiple patterns in this set, whether it be something like birds or feathers or whatever it would happen to be, it'd be really easy for people to see based on these colors that they show up in game when they're choosing them, that it all belongs to one set, which I really like when I'm making Sims or something, and either I'm trying to stick to using one pattern pack just so that people don't have to download 20,000 of them to use my patterns, or to use whosever patterns they are, that they just belong to one set, or just in general, like, yeah, I guess it falls back to when I get where can I find about a pattern, it makes it easy to figure out which one it goes to because they all have the same color thing. So you don't have to, but that's just my personal preference. It helps if they're all in one color palette for a set. Okay, lecture's over. Once you have that all filled in, you do File, Save As. You can choose a package or a pack. Don't choose pack. Like, I really don't know anyone who likes Sims 3 packs. So many people have a problem with their launcher, so just save it as a Sims 3 package. Give it a name. I like to put my tag at the front so people know it's mine, and then you could do like feather pattern, however you want to save it, and save, and you're done. So you'll plop this into your mods folder. I mean, I like to, if I'm making a set, I like to make all the patterns, put them all in my mods folder, and then it's really important that you test them out, make sure that they are seamless, put them on a wall, put them on, you know, furniture, and make sure that they're a good size and that they look good in game. And the next tutorial is going to kind of give you some tips if you end up with a pattern that is too large. But yeah, that's the basics. You would put this in your mods folder, test it out, and if you like it, you could release it, or at least it's ready to go for your game. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. Again, there'll be a third part that details how to adjust the size of the pattern, so that if it's too big or too small, you can fix that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next part. Mwah!